Hey there, James R. Elliott from Unleash Your Power Coaching and Training. Happy New Year. So we're in the second week of the year, second week of January, when most people go back to work. And I want to talk about procrastination, since it's something that a lot of us do in the new year. It's cold out, it's snowy out, it's kind of gloomy out. A lot of people procrastinate in the best of days, let alone going back from vacation or the holidays and when it's cold, cold and miserable out. We're sitting here in downtown Toronto in St. James Park with Adelaide Street and the traffic in the background. So I want to talk to you today about procrastination. Give you a couple big tips. One is set big goals. The bigger the goal is, the bigger the reward, of course, so it'll help you prevent procrastination. Small goals and you will likely procrastinate. Big goals and you'll really be driven towards it. It's interesting what Tony Robbins says. Tony Robbins says that it's not a sad fact that people set their goals too big and they don't quite reach them. The sadder fact is that people set such small goals and they hit them. They hit these small goals, and again, small goals don't really motivate you. So set big goals, set huge goals. Set big goals. Make sure you're uncomfortable and you kind of get a butterflies or you feel like throwing up a bit when you set your goals. Big goals make you uncomfortable, so that's when you know they're big enough. Number two, have big consequences. Maybe you have to donate money to a charitable organization if you don't do your number of sales calls, or don't do your workout at the gym, or don't go talk to people at a networking group or a singles mix or whatever. Set big consequences and hold yourself to them, or have someone else hold you to them. Give your friend your credit card, give your coach your credit card. If you don't do something that you really want to do, they're going to ding your credit card, or you have to give your friend cash to maybe donate to something, or maybe it's donating your time. You have to give maybe a day a week to a food bank or something, or helping the Salvation Army or a church. So big consequences will really push you and get you out of the bed in the morning. Third one, big rewards. Reward yourself. We work hard. We should play hard. Reward yourself. I know so many people that I coach, they work so hard and they're not rewarding themselves. No trips, no vacations, no dinner out, nothing enjoyable. It's just work, 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 work. And that's probably what happens to them. They work themselves to death and the ambulance comes and gets them. Because, in this case it's a fire truck, because all work and no play is a recipe for a life that's not much fun, not fulfilling, and an early grave. Number four, eliminate distractions. So if you're in a place that has a lot of distractions, move your office, or work in a place that's away from maybe your play place, away from the place you relax, away from family, away from friends, and that's a specific dedicated work area. If you can't do that, turn off all your notifications when you're working. Cell phone notifications, Facebook text notifications, WhatsApp notifications, email notifications. Turn all that off. The visuals and the ding that goes off when you get an email, turn it all off, because it's going to distract you and pull you away from what you were doing. Then it takes you time to get back into it, and thus inefficiencies are created. So, now, Saved by the Bell of the St. James Church. Fifth one is block time. Block specific time out in your calendar for, let's say, sales calls or sales tasks, admin tasks, free time, lunch breaks, gym time, whatever personal development you need to do, business development, admin, marketing. Block these times out and stick to them, because if they're not scheduled, usually they don't get done. Especially in my world, I have such a busy practice that if something's not in the calendar, even the gym, or even something I want to do for myself, it does not get done. So block time in your calendar. Google Calendar, I think, is the best one, and stick to it. Outlook Calendar works well also. The next one would be to prioritize your tasks. You have a bunch of tasks to do every day, all day. Which ones are important? Which ones should you do first? Well, obviously, you should do the most urgent and the most important ones first. People like to do the little tasks and get them crossed off the list because it feels like they've accomplished something. Well, if they're little tasks, you really haven't accomplished much, even if you've crossed 5 of them off your schedule or off your planner. Do the big ones first. Do the most important ones first. Most important tasks do first, because you're going to have more energy, more stamina, and more drive in the morning and the earlier part of your day to do it. Then you can do stuff that's easier, or that you enjoy more, or that's a little more fun later on in the day. So maybe do sales calls first, or some big, hairy, audacious goal you have. Do that first, and leave emails till later on. If you want, maybe scan your emails really quickly in the morning to see if there's anything urgent or anything you're waiting on. But if it's anything else, turn the email off, turn the email alerts off, and go right into making sales calls or doing the business development you need to do, or the creative work, whatever it is. So biggest, hardest, scariest stuff first. You have the mindset to do it. You have the energy. You're fresh. It's the morning. You've just woken up. So again, otherwise you'll be rescued by the fire trucks. Second last thing rather, the biggest, scariest goals I mentioned, go first. Make sure the biggest, ugliest, the biggest things you do not want to do, just sit yourself down and do them first. You know, if you have to set an alarm, do it. Or a fire truck siren, just do it. Keep yourself accountable too when you're doing it. If you're wallowing off task or falling off task, instead of saying, well, okay, I'm off task, I'll finish whatever, cleaning the house or watching a YouTube video or cleaning the TV or cleaning the house or whatever, just stop it right then and there. Drop the cleaning supplies, drop whatever it is you're doing, get out of the email, stop writing that email, and get back to what you're doing. Instead of finishing and continuing what you're doing, just drop it right away the moment you notice you're doing something unproductive. Then lastly, visualize your success. Most of us procrastinate because we're visualizing a crappy outcome. In the language of NLP, it's called an internal representation. What it means is it's a picture or movie in your mind, and it can either be a good one, which will usually motivate you and incent you towards something and incent you to take action, or it's a crappy movie, unfortunately, then it's going to cause you to procrastinate because you see failure or you see something not going well, not working out. So close your eyes and check on that mental movie or what you're visualizing, what you're saying to yourself. Oh, they won't like me, or they won't buy from me, or they won't do this for me, or they won't date me, or they won't hire me, whatever it is. Check your picture, your mental movie, and then change it. Visualize what you want. Visualize the success on that sales call. Visualize the success on that date, in that hiring meeting with friends, whatever it is. The idea is you're doing in a creative meeting, working with a client, calling a client. Visualize total success, and I guarantee it'll totally change your drive and the outcome. Until next time, have an amazing 2018. From Unleash Your Power Coaching and Training, James R. Elliott, unleashyourpower.com. Have your best year ever, and go have a powerful year.